Well, they got something right. Time to get going for the day. Let's go see if that old truck will start. Good frosty 10-degree morning, everybody. We are out on the edge of the Great Basin here. We're heading out into the Columbia Basin to do a job. Woohoo! I've been on the road since about 6 o'clock, about an hour. Either somewhere out in front of me or somewhere behind me, there's an excavator on a truck on its way out here too. It's been kind of a slow going in some spots because it's cold. The storm moved through yesterday, put a little snow on the road and on the ground. Hopefully today it warms up just a little bit and at least the roads clear off. But as you saw, we're driving the old truck today. About that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunrise. So we're gonna head on out here to Grand Coulee, which is an hour and 20 minutes or so to the west of where we're at right now. right there. Right there. You see him? Little guy? Right at the edge of the bucket. He's running up underneath that rock. Oh. Now I feel bad. Ah. Sorry, little buddy. You know, once upon a time, I was just young and immature enough that I would have smashed him with the bucket. Now I just can't. I have a hard time frickin' pulling down on a frickin' spider anymore. reasons as to why we're not using a bulldozer? Sphincter. Wonder where all it's at over here. Okay, so it's not over there. Someone's gonna make me work for it. Actually had to kick the machine into kick-ass mode instead of frickin' dig mode. gravel through your driveway? Not how anybody else does it. This is the way I was taught to get through assault like this. You just rake your teeth across it. Don't beat at it, just rake your teeth across it. Find the weakest link and just go for it. I tell you what, this is really vibrating my rectum. Me or the machine. All I gotta do is just scrape it down the grade and it'll be just fine. Oh, baby. Yeah. Don't see in this is that every time I rake across there, I'll get to a certain spot and this machine picks itself up off the ground and it drops. And I tell you what, it hurts. It's the example as to why operators sometimes have a bad back, and for the life of me, I have not been able to figure out why in the name of God these equipment manufacturers cannot put an air ride seat or something in one of these things. To try to absorb some of that. off this across there and see if I can get away with where I'm at. I need to try and get up just a hair bit closer to that rock. Get around another angle on it. Grading areas like this, man, I tell you what, it can be a pain because, like I said, so there's that right there is where the building's going. So I got to get that down below grade just a little bit, and it's almost 2 grade right now. You wonder why excavating in some of these areas is expensive. This is why. Going after a rock like that and breaking it apart without a hammer puts a lot of wear and tear on one of these machines. A lot of wear and tear on one of these machines. I probably just scraped off at least a half of an inch of tooth on each one of these teeth, especially the 2 outside ones. If you look at them, they're getting dull. Most of that's just from this one rock. It is cold out there. Very, very cold out there. Whew. Lord, oh dear. Anyway, we're battling through it pretty good. There's that rock, bedrock right up over there. I gotta shove these rocks over here up farther. I'm actually getting to the point where I might get up there and start piling them up to where I want to put them. I don't want to go getting too terribly carried away today because I don't have the laser with me. All that stuff's in the Dodge, and I had to leave it behind this morning. So I'm gonna break out of here pretty soon and head on out, so that way I can get all the stuff I need out of the Dodge into the Ford tonight. To me, it feels like this corner over here is lower than everywhere else. I really don't want to go getting wild and crazy with it. It's deceiving because when you're sitting out there, you look back, it looks like it all slopes out that way, but when you're sitting over here, it looks like all that's going uphill. So I'm going to work on getting one more bench cut out here. It's about 1:36. I think I'm going to go until about 2:30 and then head out of here. right here is what I'm talking about, how it's hard to hold grade in a situation like this. And literally, that part of the rock right there, it's about where the tooth is, the inside, the farthest left tooth, that's about how much of the rock was kind of sticking out of the ground. Grade, quite honestly, is right in there somewhere. So you want to make a good grade for the building and you end up taking this great big rock out. Well, you can't see it, but that right there about is where grade's at. That right there is the bottom of the hole from that rock. So now I gotta fill the hole in to get back to grade. Now I gotta call her a day. I've gotten thrashed around in the cab of that excavator enough today. So tomorrow, get here bright and early and service the machine, and then I'm gonna have to bring the laser along, and we're gonna have to shoot what the top of this big chunk of rock is, and establish grade off of that, which is going to kind of suck because that means all that out there is going to have to be brought up quite a bit. I'm going to have to probably going to have to go out there and pull some of that back up, and then when the track steer gets here, really slick up and groom up the grade with it. But I kind of figured we were going to be running into something like this, but I kind of figured it'd be back over there. And you see that this is right here, you can't really see it, but the ground kind of goes like this. There's a bowl over there, and then this is where they kind of mess with it themselves. But I'm thinking that this is going to take a course around like that, heading for that big chunk up over there, because that up there is what this is. Big old chunk of granite. I'm actually amazed that 140 was able to chew through it as much as it did. I mean, I shaved probably a close to a solid foot and a half off top of that, but that's down into it now where it's not decomposed. It ain't decomposed enough to be fragile, so I'm basically beating on the mountain now. So get in here and get going on that tomorrow, depending upon how far we can really get, because it's supposed to be storming pretty good out until Sunday. So we'll get going on it. And then the track steer should be getting in here next week. And I'll get everything as close as I can with the excavator, and then come in and groom it with the track steer, and it'll be on to the next one, whatever the next one is. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here and fire up the truck,